Lenny, of course, you left home very young, at 16, over an argument with your father, because you wanted to go to see the drummer Buddy Rich, and he wouldn't allow you. And you ended up being very independent at such a young age. What impact do you think that had on your life?
That was my education. That was my college education. I understood that if you're going to stay at home, you must adhere to the rules of the house, and I respect that, and that's the way I grew up. But yes, my father and I got into this heated argument. I wanted to go see this musician play. He didn't want me to go. I really wanted to go, and I understood that if I went, that would be that. I wouldn't be welcomed back into the home because I would have broken the rules. So I left. I packed a bag. I jumped in my friend's car with this duffel bag, not having any idea where I was going to go. But that night led to many years of an adventure that taught me so much about life, about people, and was the path of me finding my voice and my expression. And it was incredible. And I'm very, very blessed that those years I spent in the streets and living in cars and people's floors and couches and hiding away in places. I'm very fortunate that bad things did not happen to me. I always had these guardian angels looking out for me, and met these people along my way that looked out for me. I mean, I had situations, but nothing horrible, And that's where I learned about people and life, and it was invaluable. I'm very glad that I did that.
You also said no to a lot of record labels that were offering to sign you, which is amazing to think, because as you say, you were living in cars. How did you have that self-belief to know when the right one came along and the right time?
It's really interesting because at that time I hadn't found my voice yet, but I knew what these executives wanted me to do was not. And I wanted a record deal badly. This is what I wanted. And these people were offering, contracts and money and, promising, fame and whatever it is that they tell you. And when it came time to sign and the pen was in my hand, I felt physically ill. I knew that this was something that I should not be doing. That was the voice inside of me. That was, whatever you want to call it. And I did, if you ask me today, how did I do that? I don't know, because when you're 16, 17, 18 years old and you're being offered these deals and you're living out, from pillar to post, as my grandmother used to say, you look quite crazy not taking the opportunity. But I think the spirit inside of me knew that this was not my path. And it's quite amazing that I was able to do that. When I did find my way years later, I understood why it all came together. Had I have taken those deals then, I don't believe that I'd be sitting here speaking with you. My life would have gone in another direction. And what that taught me was that, in life we have many open doors that we see along our path, but it doesn't mean that you should walk through all of them. Some of them are to look through and see and understand that that's not the way to go. And that applies to all of us in our lives, whatever it is. Following our spirit is so important. And we live in a world where we're being constantly told from birth what to do and what not to do and how to do it. And, we get pulled away from that, from listening to ourselves and trusting in ourselves.